This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/gadgettv.
Hi, this is Andrew Moore-Crispin for Gadget TV on Butterscotch.com, and today we're taking a look at the Sony Ericsson Xperia X10 Mini. Now this is a super tiny Android phone. We'll boot it up here so you get a bit of an idea of how long it takes to start up. Now just for context, like I say, it is the X10 Mini, so the biggest selling point here is its diminutive stature. So if you look at my iPhone, bring it into the shot here, you can see that it really is a tiny phone. 2.6-inch capacitive touch screen there. And if we take a quick device tour, you can see it's still starting up. Won't take much longer now. We look across the top of the device, there's a power button here. On the side of the device, we have a volume rocker and a dedicated camera key. There we go, we've started up now. Take a look on the bottom. Here's the micro B USB charging port, as well as a 3-stage jack that we can use for an included set of earbuds with a microphone. Now the case here is actually, you can actually interchange these. There's 3 options that come in the package. This is the yellow one, obviously. You can see a 5-megapixel camera here with an LED flash. So I mentioned the interchangeable cases. There's a black one, which is this one here, a little bit more demure looking, and this gradiated pink and white one, which is kind of nice, I guess. Now in the box you get, obviously, a charger. In this case, it's a micro B USB cord with a plug-in wall charger that accepts the charging syncing cable. So let's take a quick look at the software running on the phone. Now, as we said, it's going to be a little difficult to navigate with the 2.6-inch capacitive touchscreen. There is a version of the X10 Mini that has a slide-out keyboard. This is the just straight candy bar style on-screen keyboard phone. So let's go to something where we can enter text. Let's create a note here. So if we choose Add a Note, now you'll see here are our options for creating text. We can change from either a multi-tap method or a quick text method, which is basically T9. So if we were to start typing a note, you can see that it does some predictive text for us. If you're expecting to send massive email missives, probably not the phone for you. If you just want to bash out a couple of quick SMS texts, you'll be just fine with something like this. Now you can see the hot corners theme that goes across Sony Ericsson's Android devices. So by default, in the top left, you'll have your email. Bottom left, you'll have your phone dialer. Bottom right, you'll have your contact book. And in the top right, you'll have, if it's an unbranded, unlocked phone, it'll probably be Sony Ericsson's Timescape, which is what we've actually put up here. If it's locked to a network and a carrier, you'll probably see their store or an option to download their ringtones from there. So we do have access to more or less the full Android menu. It is running Android 1.6, and you'll probably be hard-pressed to find an update to that, especially given that the flagship smartphone in the X10 line, which is the Sony Ericsson Xperia X10, has yet to receive an update from 1.6 to 2.2, which is the current Android operating system. Now, we can access the market and download any of the applications that are there. Some of them won't work on the phone at all, given that it's a little bit underpowered, and also we have very little screen real estate to work with. But if you choose wisely, you do have access to the full Android market. Now we can also customize our home screens. If you have a look here, this is how it comes by default. We have a Google search. We have what's called Timescape. And by default, there's some user support and tutorials here. But what we can do is we can hold the home button here, and we can arrange our widgets so we can actually slide widgets around or add new ones, delete ones that we don't want to have in here. So we'll get rid of this one, and we can add a new one. So any of our applications that have that are widget enabled, we can add them onto these home screens. Now what we can also do is we can move our applications from this Android menu here into our hot corners. So we could, for example, decide that we really like to play Peggle. We could move that and put it up here, for example. Now, like I say, with the 2.6-inch touchscreen and without any kind of real viable method for extensive text entry, it really is more of a feature phone. The X10 model with the slide-out keyboard will be a lot better for entering text and sending large emails, but still with the 2.6-inch screen size, you're going to be a little bit hampered by that. So that's a quick look at the Xperia X10 Mini. For Gadget TV, I'm Andrew Moore-Crispin. For more sweet stuff, visit butterscotch.com.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 10% off today by visiting hover.com/gadgettv.